I am Muhammad Ali, a lecturer in English from Department of English, Government Postgraduate College Attak for online classes. Today is 8th September 2020. This online class is for MA English Part 1 and we are studying paper 3, that is novel first. We are discussing the works of Jane Austen. An overview of Jane Austen's work. This lecture or presentation is continuation of previous presentation, means an overview of Jane Austen's works. Let us discuss 6 important novels written by Jane Austen. First one is Sense and Sensibility, that was composed in 1811. It is full-length novel. Sense and Sensibility tells the story of the impoverished Dashwood sisters. Marian is the heroine of sensibility, that is of openness and enthusiasm. She becomes infatuated, means lovesick, obsessed with the attractive John Willoughby, who seems to be a romantic lover, but in reality an unscrupulous, unprincipled, careless fortune hunter. He deserts or leaves her for an heiress, leaving her to learn a dose of sense in holy, unromantic marriage with the staid or calm and settled bachelor Colonel Brandon, who is 20 years her senior. By contrast, Marian's older sister Elena is the guiding light of sense or prudence and discretion, whose constancy toward her lover, Edward Ferrars, is rewarded by her marriage to him after some distressing, sad vicissitudes or change of unpleasant circumstances or fortune. Next novel, that is Pride and Prejudice, that was written in 1813. It is also full-length novel. It is important novel. Pride and Prejudice describes the clash between Elizabeth Bennet, the daughter of a country gentleman, and Fitzwilliam Darcy, a rich and aristocratic landowner. Although Jane Austen shows them intrigued by each other, she reverses the convention of first impressions. Pride of rank and fortune and prejudice against the inferiority of the Bennet family hold Darcy aloof, while Elizabeth is equally fired both by the pride of self-respect and by prejudice against Darcy's snobbery. Ultimately, they come together in love and self-understanding. A third novel, that is Mansfield Park, that was composed in 1814. It is also full-length novel. The novel tells the story of Fanny Price, starting with her overburdened family sends her at age 10 to live in the household of her wealthy aunt and uncle, and following her development into early adulthood from early on, critical interpretation has been diverse, differing particularly over the character of the heroine, Austen's views about theatrical performance and the centrality or otherwise of ordination or making of priest and religion, and on the question of slavery. Next is fourth important novel, Emma, that was composed in 1815. It is also full-length novel. Of all Jane Austen's novels, Emma is the most consistently comic in tone. It centers on Emma Woodhouse, a wealthy, pretty, self-satisfied young woman who indulges herself with meddlesome and unsuccessful attempts at matchmaking among her friends and neighbors. After a series of humiliating errors, a chastened Emma finds her destiny in marriage to the mature and protective George Knightley, a neighboring squire who had been her mentor or tutor and friend. Next is the fifth novel, Northanger Abbey, that was written in 1817. It was published after the death of Jane Austen, so that's why we call it posthumous. It is also full-length novel. Northanger Abbey is a coming of age or adult novel, a style of Gothic novels written by Jane Austen. It was completed for publication in 1803, making it the first of Austen's novels in order of completion, but was only published posthumously in 1817, means when Jane Austen died. After that, it was published with another of her novels, Persuasion. Next, sixth important novel, that is Persuasions, that was also published in 1817 after the death of Jane Austen, means posthumous. It is also full-length novel. Persuasions tells the story of a second chance, the reawakening of love between Anne Elliot and Captain Frederick Wentworth, whom 7 years earlier she had been persuaded not to marry. Now Wentworth returns from the Napoleonic Wars with prize money and the social acceptability of naval rank. He is an eligible suitor acceptable to Anne's snobbish father and his circle, and Anne discovers the continuing strength of her love for him. Thank you very much.